Welcome to Bright Bunny Books. Enjoy the story. Subscribe for more. Luunga and the Enchanted Buck. Luunga sat in the warm sun as her mother sewed the last stitch on her new skirt. It was made of soft black cloth that shimmered in the light and had been saved for a special occasion. A celebration was coming. A joyful feast to welcome the birth of Luunga's baby cousin. Everyone in the village was preparing for the gathering. There would be dancing, singing, stories, and plenty of food. Luunga's mother had made the skirt just for her to wear at the feast, and it fit perfectly. Before sunrise the next morning, Luunga and two of her cousins set off toward the neighboring village where the celebration would be held. The hills were full of flowers and the breeze smelled sweet. The girls laughed and sang as they walked along the path, their baskets full of gifts for the baby. When they arrived, the village was already busy. Elders were hanging streamers made from woven grass. Children ran between the houses. Everyone was happy. In the center of the village, the cooks were getting ready to make the main dish, a stew with wild vegetables and spices. But something strange happened. Just as the pot began to boil, it shook. Then a soft mist rose, and the stew was gone. People stared in silence. "That's never happened before," whispered one woman. "Maybe the pot is cursed," said another. They tried again, this time using a rare white squash that had been saved for weeks. The water began to bubble, then shimmer. With a flash, a glowing buck leapt from the steam. It had sleek fur and tall, glinting horns. The buck bounded through the crowd and ran off into the trees. Everyone gasped and turned toward Luunga. "She brought the magic," someone whispered. "That buck came because of her." Luunga was confused and hurt. She had done nothing wrong, but the whispers grew louder. Feeling ashamed, she left quietly and returned home. Days passed. The village calmed down, but Luunga still thought about the shining buck. One morning, while collecting dry corn stalks near the hills, she saw something move between the trees. The glowing buck had returned. Instead of running, it circled her gently, then trotted away. Luunga followed. They came to a valley where tall grass swayed and a stream sparkled in the sun. The buck stopped by the water and turned to face her. Then, in a calm voice, it spoke. "Luunga, your kindness helped break the spell that trapped me and my people. Long ago, we were turned into animals by someone jealous of our home. Only someone with a true and gentle heart could free us." As he spoke, the buck began to change. His body shimmered and he became a young man with eyes as bright as stars. "My people are returning," he said. "You reminded us who we are." Together they walked back to the village. At the next full moon, a new feast was held. Everyone danced and sang, not just for the baby, but for the return of the buck people, and for the girl whose kindness helped them come home. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to Bright Bunny Books for more stories.